Hi, I'm Danielle, Diva Q Bennett, and today I'm making 3-2-1 ribs. 3-2-1 represents 3 hours on the grill, 2 hours on the wrap, and 1 hour back on the grill to set the sauce. So, in order to get a great rack of ribs, you want to start off with a fairly heavy rack of ribs. Flip it over so that the side that has the membrane, which is this white stuff right back here, is facing upwards. For me, starting ribs means taking off the membrane first. This is how I take the membrane off the back of the ribs. Grab it in your hand, hold it up. As you can see, it's about bone 4 and 5, right along the middle. Basically, you want the membrane to be nice and tight between two bones. When you have the membrane nice and tight between two bones, take a piece of paper towel and grasp the membrane. Most people struggle with this, but this method really works. Pull the membrane up towards you. Once you get the membrane started, you can lay your ribs back down again, and then just take your paper towel and work it all along the membrane, lifting up towards you. Super simple. And you can see the membrane comes right off, just like that. Once you have the membrane completely removed from your ribs, it's time to get it all seasoned up. We're actually gonna add a binder, and that's actually gonna help stick the rub to the meat itself. Apple juice, mustard, Worcestershire sauce. Those are our three. We're just gonna mix them up in a little bowl. If you like a flavored mustard, you can always add it to this. We're just using regular yellow mustard, but there's lots of different flavors of mustard out there. And then we're gonna take our Worcestershire, nice savory component, and add that right into the mustard and the apple juice. Once you've got that all mixed up, grab a brush, slather that all along the back of the ribs, and then generously season it up with Traeger's pork and poultry rub. Here's our rub. Generously season the entire backside of the ribs. And then we want to flip it over and repeat the process. This layering of flavors will give it a lot of goodness. Now at this point, your grill should be going at 180 degrees. If you have one of our grills that has super smoke, hit that button for even more added flavor. Now, well seasoned, we're ready to go to the grill. We've seasoned and trimmed up our ribs, and now we're going to the grill at 180 degrees. Now, if you have the ability to use super smoke, you really should. Now, make sure you put your ribs on, bone side down. Now, in approximately 3 hours, we're gonna come back up, take these off, and go to wrap them. Our ribs have been on for 3 hours at 180 degrees, and now it's time to get our ribs off the grill because we're gonna actually go and do a wrapping stage on them. So, carefully remove your ribs. You see they got a little bit of bend to them, and take them off the grill. Time to wrap our ribs. Our ribs have just come off the grill. They had been on for 3 hours at 180 degrees. Now, we've got a big piece of foil, at least 4 to 5 inches longer than your rack of ribs, and we've got the ribs in this package, bone side up, meat side down. Now we're gonna add in a couple of things to make it tasty and good. All right, we've got some brown sugar here. So, if you want a lot of brown sugar, do a little sprinkle on both sides. That'll, of course, add a nice sweet component. The next thing I like to do is to drizzle on some honey. Lots of honey, sweet goodness. Now, you can put anything you want in the wrap. These are just a couple of things I actually enjoy putting in mine. And then, we need to wrap this rib. But we're gonna add some juice, but I'm gonna show you a trick I've got into how to create a funnel out of a rib wrap. Grab both sides and bring them up neatly. This is heavy duty foil. If your foil is thin, make sure you use 2 layers. Fold them over just a couple of times. Now, once you've got it nicely folded over, nice and neat, come to the end, do a couple of nice wide folds. Remember, if you scrunch that foil instead of folding it, you won't be able to open this package up carefully. So, always fold neatly. At this end, there you go. See what I did there? Yeah, I just made a funnel. Really simple and easy. So if you've got multiple racks of ribs that you're gonna be doing, just line them all up, have all the funnels out, and then come in and pour in your apple juice. No fuss, no muss, and it's super easy to do that way. Once your ribs are completely, covered with everything you like, whether it be brown sugar and honey and all those good things, all you have to do is come to the end, do a couple of nice folds, and then carefully take this back to the grill for another 2 hours. Our ribs have been on for 3 hours. We've taken them off. We've wrapped them all up. We've added that honey, that brown sugar, all that goodness. Now we're returning them to the grill at 225 degrees. We've increased the temperature to that, and we're making sure to put our package in there, and it's meat side down, bone side up. Close the lid, come back in 2 hours. Our ribs have been on for another 2 hours. Now it's time to get saucy. Now open your package very carefully. Remember, this is super hot. Carefully lift that up. And remember, if you had scrunched the ends, you wouldn't be able to do this carefully. Look at all that liquid in there. So, we want to sauce both sides because you eat both sides. You better sauce both sides. Take your sauce. Today we're using Traeger Q. So we poured a little bit on the bone side, and now we're just going to squish it around. Now, here's the thing. Set your brush to the side. Carefully, carefully, carefully. Take those ribs. Oh, you can hear that sizzle. Our grill is still going at 225 degrees. Discard the foil. Bring your ribs up a little bit. And now we want to sauce this side. Pour a little bit of that sauce on there. And brush it on. Now, come back in 30 minutes to 60 minutes and check your ribs. They should be completely done 100%. So we did these beautiful succulent ribs today on the grill. 3 hours on the grill at 180 degrees, 2 hours in the foil at 225, and then we sauced them between 30 and 60 minutes. And to make it easier on yourself, this is how I cut ribs. I actually take my rib racks and I flip it over meat side down, because then you can actually see the bones, and that makes a lot of sense. Take a nice sharp knife, and in between each and every set of bones, you want to do a nice clean cut. That makes it really easy to actually see where you should be cutting. Beautiful, big, succulent, delicious ribs. For this recipe and so many more, visit TraegerGrills.com/recipes, or make sure you download our app.